Hello everyone! So we came to everyone's favorite, the great and terrifying jump called the forward loop. In this video, I'll tell you how to perform it correctly and, most importantly, how to deal with fear. Strong wind will help you in mastering this trick. Also remember, the smaller your equipment is, the easier it will be to jump up and flip. Use chop or wave to gain the necessary jump height hassle-free. It will be much more difficult to flip from flat water. Gain maximum speed. Choose the right wave for the jump. It should be vertical so it's easy to break away from it. A couple of meters before the wave, unhook from the harness lines and shift the rear hand wider along the boom. At the same time, while unhooking, stand vertically above the board and open the sail, pushing the mast slightly into the wind. As soon as you hit the wave, press the stern into the water with your back foot so that the nose of the board rises up. Simultaneously pressing your back foot toes into the leeward rail of the board so that the board begins to steer downwind. At the same time, bend the front legs so as not to interfere with the board going up. Lift the boom up over your head. As soon as the board begins to steer downwind, begin to shift the sail to the side of the board while continuing to push with the back foot. Try to move your mast to the side as much as possible. Don't sheet in too hard during the movement. Just a little power in the sail is enough so that it's easy to manipulate it. After the sail is moved to the side of the board, sheet in and add body rotation. To do this, you need to move strongly downwind with your sail. Having made half a turn, turn your head back and start grouping by bending your back leg and arm as close to yourself as possible. Looking back is necessary to see the landing spot and gauge the height at which you are rotating. This is usually done by professional riders in order to avoid over-rotating, but it is not necessary for beginners, since you are definitely not in danger of over-rotating. Therefore, you can just close your eyes. In a curled-up position, you are just waiting for the landing. If you have not finished the rotating a little and fell on your back, then try to push the sail up and forward towards the bow of the board as much as possible. It is likely that the wind will pick you up and immediately pull you onto the board. It is very difficult to make a clean forward loop. It may take you years to stay at speed and not get your back wet, but even if you have completed a wet forward loop, finishing it with a water start, you owe yourself a good pat on the back because you dared to go for it. Most of the complexity lies at the very start of the element because a lot of things happen in the microseconds when you break away from the wave. To make it easier and less intimidating for yourself, I advise you to start practicing forward loop at a minimum speed. Some of the movements of the forward loop are very similar to the jibe in low wind. Therefore, you can start with the exercise of rolling the board and falling with your mast sideways. The second exercise, when planing, press the back foot so that the nose of the board rises up, and then try to roll the board slightly downwind. The third exercise, while planing, lightly combine lifting of the nose of the board and jibing, so that you already start rotating just like we do during the trick called Womaro. Be careful to not let your back foot slide out of the foot strap when practicing. Gradually increase the speed of planing and turning during these attempts and eventually you will do a complete turn. Iron out this skill and only then proceed to perform the forward loop at full speed. If you are not getting enough spin at speed, you should go back to the preparation exercises, and for your safety use an impact vest and a helmet to protect yourself from water shocks. Good luck in mastering the forward loop. Get over your fears, it's time to act. Like and subscribe to our channel and join us to learn new tricks with Magic Wind Windsurfing School.